You're over 50. You've noticed things aren't quite what they used to be. Maybe it takes longer to recover after a workout. Maybe your energy dips in the afternoon more than it should. Or maybe, and let's be honest here, things in the bedroom aren't responding the way they did 10 years ago. Before you reach for expensive supplements or resign yourself to this being your new normal, what if I told you there's a simple oil that men have been using for centuries to support circulation and performance, and you're probably applying it to all the wrong places? Welcome back to Prime Health Lab, where we help men reclaim their vitality through natural, science-backed methods. I'm glad you're here because today we're talking about something that might sound unusual at first, but stay with me. Castor oil has been used medicinally for thousands of years, and recent understanding of how it works has revealed something fascinating about circulation and male health after 50. If you're new here, we focus on practical solutions that actually work. No gimmicks, no false promises. Just real strategies you can implement today. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss future videos where we break down exactly how to optimize your health naturally. Now, here's why you need to watch this all the way through. By the end of this video, you'll understand exactly where to apply castor oil, how it works on a biological level, and the specific protocol that can help improve circulation to the areas that matter most. The last section is going to reveal the timing strategy that makes all the difference, so stick around for that. Let me start by explaining what makes castor oil unique and why your circulation matters more now than ever. Most men don't realize that after 50, your vascular system faces significant changes. Your blood vessels become less flexible. The endothelial cells that line your arteries don't produce nitric oxide as efficiently. And here's the critical part. Circulation issues don't just affect your heart or your legs. They affect every tissue in your body that relies on blood flow to function properly. That includes your brain, your muscles, your digestive system, and yes, your reproductive organs. Now, castor oil is extracted from the seeds of the castor plant, and it contains a unique fatty acid called ricinoleic acid that makes up about 90% of its composition. This isn't just any oil. When applied to your skin, ricinoleic acid penetrates deeply and triggers a specific response in your tissues. It increases blood flow to the area, it reduces inflammation, and it helps your lymphatic system clear out cellular waste more efficiently. Think of your circulatory system like a highway system. When you're younger, it's like driving on freshly paved roads with no traffic. Everything moves smoothly. But after 50, those roads start developing potholes. Traffic builds up. Things slow down. Castor oil works like a road crew that comes in to improve flow and clear blockages. The interesting part is where you apply this oil. Most people who use castor oil apply it to their abdomen for digestive issues or to their joints for inflammation. And while that works for those purposes, there's a specific application technique for men concerned about circulation and performance that almost nobody talks about. You want to apply castor oil directly to your lower abdomen and pelvic region. I'm talking about the area just above your pubic bone, extending down along the inner thighs, and yes, you can apply it to the perineum, which is the area between your genitals and anus. This might sound strange, but there's solid reasoning here. This region contains a dense network of blood vessels that supply your pelvic organs. The pudendal artery, which is the main blood supply to your genitals, runs through this area. By applying castor oil topically to this region, you're increasing local circulation exactly where it's needed most. The ricinoleic acid penetrates through your skin, dilates the blood vessels in that area, and promotes better oxygen and nutrient delivery to the tissues. Here's what this means practically. Better circulation to your pelvic region supports healthier tissue function. It can improve sensitivity, it helps with achieving and maintaining firmness, and it supports overall reproductive health. This isn't about instant results or magic, it's about consistently improving the biological environment in that area over time. The other benefit that men don't often consider is inflammation reduction. Chronic low-grade inflammation affects blood vessel function. It makes them less responsive and less flexible. Castor oil's anti-inflammatory properties help calm this inflammation, which allows your blood vessels to do their job more effectively. Now let's address the myths and misconceptions around this, because there's a lot of confusion about castor oil and men's health. The first myth is that castor oil is only for constipation or skin conditions. Yes, it's been used traditionally as a laxative when taken internally, and it works well for dry skin. But that's like saying your smartphone is just for making calls. You're missing 90% of what it can do. The scientific reality is that ricinoleic acid has powerful effects on circulation and inflammation, regardless of where you apply it. Studies have shown that topical castor oil increases prostaglandin E2 levels in tissues, which causes vasodilation. That's the widening of blood vessels. More blood flow means more oxygen, more nutrients, and better function. This isn't folklore, it's measurable biology. The second myth is that if something works, you should feel it immediately. Men especially fall into this trap. We want instant feedback. But circulation improvements work differently than, say, caffeine or a cold shower. When you improve vascular health, you're making changes at the cellular level that compound over time. The blood vessels become more responsive, the tissues become healthier, the improvements build gradually. Think about going to the gym. You don't walk out after one workout with bigger muscles. But after weeks of consistent training, you absolutely see results. Castor oil works the same way. You're training your circulatory system to function better. Here's another misconception, that more is better. Some guys think if a little castor oil helps, then drowning the area in oil will help faster. Wrong. Your skin can only absorb so much at once. Excess oil just sits on the surface and makes a mess. You want a thin layer that your skin can actually absorb. We're talking about a teaspoon to a tablespoon at most for the entire pelvic region. Now, the myth I really want to bust is that topical applications don't work as well as oral supplements. This comes from supplement marketing that wants you to believe you need to swallow something for it to be effective. But here's the truth. When you apply something topically to a specific area, you get concentrated effects right where you need them. You bypass the digestive system entirely. You don't lose potency through liver metabolism. The active compounds go directly to the target tissue through your skin. Your skin is incredibly permeable to certain molecules, and ricinoleic acid is one of them because of its molecular size and lipid-soluble nature. It passes through the skin barrier and enters the underlying tissues within minutes. That's actually more efficient than taking something orally and hoping it eventually makes its way to your pelvic region through your bloodstream. Let me give you the practical application protocol now, because this is where most men make mistakes. First, you want pure, cold-pressed, hexane-free castor oil. Not the cheap stuff that's been chemically extracted. Quality matters because you're putting this on sensitive tissue. Look for organic if possible. Timing is important. The best time to apply castor oil is before bed. Your body does most of its repair and regeneration while you sleep. Your parasympathetic nervous system is dominant at night, which means better blood flow to your organs rather than to your muscles for activity. By applying castor oil before sleep, you're maximizing its effects during your body's natural healing window. Here's the application technique. Take a warm shower first. The heat opens your pores and makes your skin more receptive. Pat yourself dry, but leave your skin slightly damp. Now take about a teaspoon of castor oil in your palm and warm it between your hands for a few seconds. Apply it to your lower abdomen in circular motions, then down along your inner thighs, and finally to your perineum. Use gentle pressure. You're not trying to force it in. You're just helping it spread evenly. Some men like to massage the area for a few minutes to help absorption and increase blood flow mechanically as well. That's fine. Others just apply and let it absorb on its own. Both work. The key is consistency. Do this every night for at least 30 days before you judge whether it's working. One important note. Castor oil can stain fabric, So wear old underwear or put a towel down if you're concerned about your sheets. It's a thick oil, so a little bit of planning prevents frustration. The other practical consideration is that some men experience mild skin irritation when they first start using castor oil. This is usually because they're using too much or their skin is particularly sensitive. If this happens, reduce the amount you're using or try mixing the castor oil with a carrier oil like coconut or jojoba oil at a 50-50 ratio. This dilutes it slightly while still maintaining effectiveness. Now let's talk about the timing strategy and the additional factors that multiply the effectiveness of what you're doing. This is where most men leave results on the table because they treat castor oil as a standalone solution instead of part of an integrated approach. First, understand that circulation is influenced by multiple factors simultaneously. Your diet affects your blood vessel health. Your activity level affects how efficiently your cardiovascular system operates. Your stress levels affect whether your blood vessels are constricted or relaxed. And your sleep quality affects your body's ability to repair vascular tissue. Castor oil works much better when these other factors are optimized. Let me give you the foundational stack that makes castor oil work at its full potential. Start with hydration. Your blood is about 55% plasma, and plasma is mostly water. When you're dehydrated, your blood becomes thicker and flows less efficiently. Aim for half your body weight in ounces of water daily. If you weigh 200 pounds, that's 100 ounces. This alone will improve your circulation more than most men realize. Next, consider your nitric oxide production. This molecule is absolutely critical for vascular health and blood flow. Your body produces it naturally from the amino acid L-arginine, but production decreases with age. Foods that boost nitric oxide include beets, leafy greens, pomegranate, watermelon, and dark chocolate. Adding these to your diet while using castor oil creates a synergistic effect. You're improving circulation from the inside and the outside simultaneously. Exercise is non-negotiable. Specifically, you want exercises that promote blood flow to your lower body. Squats, lunges, and deadlifts aren't just for building muscle. They force blood into your pelvic region repeatedly. They strengthen the muscles that support erectile function. And they improve overall cardiovascular efficiency. 3 resistance training sessions per week, focusing on compound lower body movements, will amplify everything the castor oil is doing. Here's something most men miss entirely: breath work and stress management. When you're chronically stressed, your body stays in sympathetic nervous system dominance. This means blood flow is prioritized to your muscles and brain for fight or flight, and reduced to your digestive and reproductive organs. Chronic stress literally diverts blood away from the areas you're trying to improve. Spend 10 minutes each day doing deep breathing exercises. Breathe in for 4 counts, hold for 4, exhale for 6, hold for 2. Repeat for 10 minutes. This simple practice shifts you into parasympathetic mode and promotes blood flow to your pelvic organs. Do this in the evening, ideally right before you apply the castor oil. You're creating the optimal internal environment for the oil to work. Now, the advanced timing strategy. Some men find that applying castor oil both morning and evening produces better results, but with a modification. In the morning, apply it after your shower, but use a smaller amount, maybe half a teaspoon, and focus on your lower abdomen and inner thighs, but skip the perineum since you'll be dressed and active. This gives you circulation benefits throughout the day. Then at night, do the full application, including the perineum before bed when you have time to let it fully absorb. Another timing consideration is around physical intimacy. If you know you'll be sexually active, apply castor oil 2 to 3 hours beforehand. This gives it time to increase local circulation without being messy. Some men report improved sensitivity and function when they time it this way. Experiment and see what works for your body and your schedule. Let's talk about realistic expectations because this matters. In the first week, you probably won't notice dramatic changes. What you might notice is that the area feels warmer after application. That's increased blood flow. By week 2 or 3, some men report improved morning firmness. By week 4 to 6, you should notice more consistent improvements in both spontaneous firmness and response to stimulation. By 3 months, if you've been consistent with the application and the supporting habits, most men report significant improvements in overall performance and confidence. But here's the critical part. This isn't a quick fix for serious vascular problems or hormonal deficiencies. If you have diagnosed cardiovascular disease, diabetes, or severely low testosterone, castor oil is a supportive tool, not a replacement for medical treatment. It works best for men who are generally healthy, but experiencing the normal age-related decline in circulation and performance. One final piece of the puzzle. Consider adding a quality omega-3 supplement from fish oil or algae. Omega-3 fatty acids improve blood vessel flexibility and reduce inflammation throughout your entire cardiovascular system. Combined with the local benefits of castor oil, you're addressing circulation from multiple angles. Take 2 to 3 grams of combined EPA and DHA daily with food. The other supplement worth mentioning is vitamin D3. Most men over 50 are deficient, and vitamin D plays a crucial role in endothelial function, which is the health of the cells lining your blood vessels. Get your levels tested, but most men benefit from 4,000 to 5,000 IU daily, especially if you're not getting regular sun exposure. So here's what I want you to do tonight. Get yourself some quality castor oil if you don't have it already. Take a warm shower, apply it to your lower abdomen, inner thighs, and perineum using the technique I described. Do this consistently for the next 30 days. Combine it with proper hydration, nitric oxide-rich foods, lower body exercise, and stress management. Then come back and let me know what changes you've experienced. The men who succeed with this aren't the ones who do it perfectly. They're the ones who do it consistently. Your circulation didn't decline overnight, and it won't fully recover overnight either. But 6 weeks from now, you can absolutely be in a better place than you are today. The question is, are you willing to invest 10 minutes each evening in your vitality? Drop a comment below and let me know if you're going to try this protocol. I'll see you in the next video.
Prime Health Lab is dedicated to men's internal health. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.